everyone, and welcome to my channel. I've got the mystical medleys on the table and I call them the bad boys, and I'm just going to go through very quickly a little few things that I've found of what's going to happen with since President Trump has signed some executive orders. And of course the first one that started this week was Usaid, and all of a sudden that was linked immediately to African Parks, Aspen Institute and Archewell Foundation, right? Aspen Institute, for those who don't know, Harry is on the committee there, and that's all about information, like basically disinformation. According to things that were found just recently, they've received something like 16.3 million just from this Usaid. So the government is funding, or was, through taxpayers, okay? And we keep going, and then we find out with African Parks, wow, that list, I'm sorry if you can't read that, I'll just try and enlarge it so you can, by all means, pause it. At the end of the day, the list just goes on and on and on, and the totals are there. I'll try and enlarge that as well, and you'll be able to see how much they've got. Then when you have a look at the little entangled web, you can also see that it's finally been tracked to Archewell as well. Now, we've got 6 million that was missing, found it. There was another 10 million as well in 2021, found it. There's also, now I'm not too sure about this, but I think there was also something like 2.4 million that was used to basically get children, like not children, but kids from uni, and talk about all the disinformation about censorship and everything like that, and then send them out into the media, so to speak, and off they go, allegedly entertainment purposes only. Now, that just came across my internet as well, and I must thank the Royal Griff, TRG. Not that she would know who I am, but I am using a couple of her photos, information and whatever, so kudos to her for doing that. Now, just while I was doing the thumbnail, I got a notification, and it also said that Trump today, at the time of reading, has signed an executive memo about NGOs, and because Archewell is an NGO. That was a nasty surprise, wasn't it? I'm going to keep that out. Okay, so let's just see what's happening. How much trouble are these people in Archewell going to be? The disaster tourists. Okay, so the Page of Cups flew out, so I kept that on the table. 7 of Wands, that's reversed. 9 of Swords, 6 of Wands is reversed, and the 7 of Pentacles. Oh, nasty, nasty. Every little bit of money, every bit of money here, according to the cards and allegedly, is rotten. So to interpret on this reading, it would be called fraud and money washing, because you can't say the other word, right? Must have gone through that spin dryer that turned into ash on the property that she visited, right? Or, well, what can I say? 6 of Wands, okay, that's reverse. So this is actually devastating. This is devastating for them. They thought they were winning, and they did. They had a marvellous win. They had an absolute wonderful win. Basically, Archewell has been living off the cost at the expense of Americans' taxpayers' money. That's what they've been doing. And it's all been funded through NGOs and Usaid. The Knight of Swords, the 7 of Wands, they're going to Well, I'll just backtrack there. They're not going to defend. It's defensible. I mean, of course they're going to defend. They're just going to say, well, they didn't know. They'll blame it on the accountant or whatever. The one that gets paid twice as much, the male that gets paid twice as much as any female. When it comes to the attack on the internet, I think it was a nasty surprise, and it wouldn't surprise me again, which is to do with the Page of Cups reverse, that Tyler Perry probably didn't offer his island, right, in the Bahamas. They probably asked, because they're no strangers in coming forward, right? They're not shy in coming forward. It wouldn't surprise me in the least if they're not having the vacation to do what they're declaring to do, because they're not taking the kids, right? What can I say? I think it'd be more in hiding, allegedly entertainment purposes only. It's absolutely indefensible what they've done and how they've been living since they've been in America, because it's all starting to come out now because of everything's, of all the executive memos that have been signed by the new President Trump. You've got Judgment, you've got the Seven of Cups, and that's where I was going with that. No more gaslighting. The veil has been torn down. Literally torn down, absolutely torn down. And this is their home. They actually had a victory. They had a small victory right up until this week, where it's all, well, they probably knew. They obviously knew as soon as Trump got in that there was going to be trouble. But to what point? They soon found out. They soon found out. I think he's only been in for 2 weeks, and so far there's 2 executive orders that we've got proof, we've got written proof that it's going to affect them. This is the home. This is their celebration at home. All smoking, Harry smoking and everything like that. They're going to come back. Somehow they're going to look for some sort of praying, forgiveness, some sort of second chance, and they're going to lawyer up. There's your King of Swords, and there's thief, cheat. Really, really, really bad strategy. Really bad. Betrayal in its highest. All the taxpayers' money has been funding them. Has been funding their lifestyle. There you go. Or because of him. Or because of who he is. And that wouldn't stop when it comes to his visa, which I do believe is also going to be disclosed. And the new judge has said he's open to have a look and disclose something. Absolutely. It's all because of his association and who he is, cashing in on his father and being a player. With the Knight of Wands here, being the travel. I think investigation, and I'm sure it will. I'm absolutely sure it will. Here's your Tower. I absolutely sure it will be. When it comes to Nigeria and Colombia, they didn't just, turn the world around and close your eyes and point, right? They didn't do that. They picked these countries for a reason. I think the money trail is going offshore, allegedly entertainment purposes only, which is a classic example of what Usaid does and has now been proven on many, not just these people. I mean, there's Clinton. They haven't got to the Obamas yet, but they got Clintons have already been disclosed through their fund. It's all over the internet. It's all over mainstream media anyway. There's a White House YouTube channel. If you're not too sure exactly what I'm talking about, it's horrendous. The amount of money that has been sent out, and to NGOs as well, non-government organisations, private charities. Okay. Archewell. Here's your Tower moment. Again, a Tower moment. Empress. Eight of Cups. King of Wands. That's reverse. And Justice reverse. Oh, I wonder if this is going to affect his IPP as well, or is this a visa? It's probably both. What's going to be discovered is actually going to affect him more than her, according to the cards. They thought that they were going to be creative here with the Empress, Of course, she sits there. She thinks she's the queen of the castle as well. So, I mean, there's two involved, obviously, but he's going to be told to be walk away. He's going to be told. So, like I said, now more so, I think maybe he's been told already, and this is where he's going. Saying, well, look, hang on for a minute. If I make a promise, can I come back after the Ingriftus games from Canada, and I've got to pack up stuff, and then I'll go. And then next thing you know, they're in hiding because they won't be able to be, summons to return or anything like that to answer. Don't think he'll probably go back to UK. It doesn't look like it, although you do have the Four of Wands here. He may go back to UK. At the end of the day, if he does, then he'll come under the protection of the royal bubble, which his uncle Andy has. So there's a good chance he might be doing that, allegedly entertainment purposes only, because the cards are on the table as well. That could verify that. The reason why I went down the IPP is because you've got the King of Wands, and that's all about security. It's all about your military, and that's reverse. So I would say it is military security, his interference in US military. That's all going to have to affect his visa. But to actually see the kind of money that has been filtered through to his charities, right, and he's been involved in Aspen, the amount of money that's come through from the US government, taxpayers, through Usaid, and we haven't even touched on NGOs yet because that was only signed today at the time of reading. There's a paper trail that was washed, allegedly. Nine of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Knight of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune, and that's reverse. So, Madam's not going to stop. No, it doesn't surprise me. Everyone says, well, when's she going to stop? When's she going to go? Well, she's not. She's not. It won't matter. It seriously does not matter how unpopular she is, how much negative stuff she gets brought out. It doesn't matter. She's like a whack-a-mole, literally. She gets pushed down, and then next thing you know, pops up in another hole. And then down she goes again, and then another hole. That's exactly what she's like. It's the kind of person she is. It's in her nature. All she sees is that everything's just bad luck. It's just bad luck. But losing a lot of money with this bad luck, and it's bad karma as well. Doesn't matter how much she's going to merge. She's going to continue to merge. How is she not going to get in trouble with this? There's not going to be any knight in shining armor here, and it's all going to fall back on him, because whether he's a citizen or not, I don't think he is, because he would have had to get rid of his titles, and that's something that's part of her alleged divorce settlement, allegedly, and I'll do a reading on that sometime over the weekend. I will definitely do a reading on that and get that up, but maybe, some sort of green card. I don't know. I don't know what he's got, but whatever he's got that allows him to come and go, all the times that he does, he's the one that's going to be in trouble. Definitely. He's going to have issues now, more so with what's coming out with this Usaid. And like I said, the NGOs was only just getting signed, the ink's still fresh on the paper at the time of reading. So can we imagine how much more is going to be discovered? And obviously it's not just Archewell, but there has been confirmation. Everyone is tagging Elon. Everyone is tagging Trump. Both of them are well and truly aware of it. It's only a matter of time before mainstream media turns around and says, well, are you going to do something? The judge might be the one that's open about his visa. That may be his get out of free card, and then it's like, well, I've got to go tatters for a little while, and then into the royal protection bubble he'll go. allegedly entertainment purposes only. In the meantime, he's going to be possibly on some sort of promise, a wing and a prayer promise or something. So yeah. It's all up in there at the moment, but at the end of the day, this IPP and his visa and his security, everything has stopped. The money trail has stopped, and it's all going to be disclosed. It's already been disclosed. No one's going to save him this time. None at all. None at all. Absolutely horrendous, isn't it? And there you have it. All right. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Please let me know if you've heard anything else about NGOs, obviously about Archewell, because that's exactly what they are. But yeah, all that money that, the last couple of years wasn't disclosed, it's been filtered through. Well, it's been washed in a nice non-triggering way for YouTube algorithms. Okay, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.